All right, we've seen that one example of a bad translation of the Bible is the New World Translation of the Jehovah's Witnesses. It's bad because the translators were not honest in translating the words. They inserted their own ideas into the text, rather than allowing the text to accurately convey the meaning of the biblical writers. And second, we've talked about the good translations. These translations convey all major and minor doctrines of the Bible correctly, accurately. Next, what should you keep in mind when you're looking to purchase a translation of the Bible? Dr. Geisler explains.
So we've got really three kinds of translations. Bad ones like the Jehovah's Witness that are distorting essential truths. Good ones where all the essential truths are there, but better ones. And I would think that better ones would include the New American Standard Bible, but it's very literal. The New International Version, which is more literary. And then there's some that are kind of halfway in between that improve on the King James and are literary but still literal. That would be the New King James Version of the Bible. Still has the rhythm and cadence of the Old King James, but it got rid of the archaisms like he that letteth will now let, and quit ye like men, and so forth, and then updated it in modern language, but it's not very much of a paraphrase or interpretive. Here's what you have to keep in mind when you're looking at translations of the Bible. Who are the people that translate? Were they biased? Now, obviously, the people who translate the Revised Standard Version were biased. These were liberal scholars, and when they came to Isaiah 7:14, they said young maiden instead of virgin. Well, it had to refer to a virgin because the verse is quoted in Matthew 1:21 and following. It says, a virgin shall conceive. So it's a bad translation, and it comes out of the bias of the particular translators. Whereas the New American Standard Bible, the New International Version, is not done by biased liberal scholars. And another important thing about these translations is they're done by a committee of several scholars, not just one person ultimately, like, say, for example, the Living Bible that was done by Ken Taylor. Fine Christian, fine believer, doing it for his children, paraphrased it. But it's not a literal translation, it's a paraphrase, and often it's a devotional paraphrase, and people get blessed by it, but it's one person, and it's a paraphrase. If you want a more accurate Bible, you need to get a Bible where a committee of people, and is not really a paraphrase, but it's a translation, and that would be Bibles like the New International Version and the New King James Version of the Bible. But again, let me emphasize, all of the translations are good. We're not talking about bad versus good. We're talking about good versus better, because all the essential truths are there. They haven't been distorted, and you can pick up any of these translations apart from the Jehovah's Witness and a few other cultic translations, and all of the essential truths of the gospel are present.